And we're late. Live.
Hey.
Welcome everyone to another episode of D&D with Newbs Campaign 2, Episode 12. And Ryle is going to do our recap today.
I am ready.
All right.
We started right after eating fish and chips. And we hid. We had plenty of time to hide and find good advantage points to ambush the people for the midnight meeting. So we gathered around behind buildings, behind boxes, waiting and waiting. And eventually one person showed up. Then like 5 minutes later, another person showed up. And then a third person showed up and they were passing a note back and forth. About that time, we decided we should get a little closer and find out what's going on. And we decided to trip on trash cans over a chain. We made a lot of noise. And all of a sudden, the two civilians were running and Vitaris, what's his name?
Veritas?
There you go. Veritas was ready to fight and spawned ice methods. Shortly after dispatching of the ice methods, and we were closing in on Veritas, he went through a portal. While fighting was happening, the two people at the table may or may not have been killed or knocked unconscious by us. We revived one, the other was sadly dead and drowned. So we took the one we found, along with a rag full of ice, back to the guards, and we wanted to turn in this criminal who has been what we believe to be leaking information out of City Hall, and we handed them over, and the guards took custody, and we were supposed to meet with Veritas in the morning.
Not Veritas.
I believe. Not Veritas, Lothic, in the morning. And we went back to the inn, and after drinking and resting, we leveled up to level 3.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's about it.
That is about it. So you go ahead and grab your point of inspiration there.
Yes. I'm inspired now.
All right. So, somebody just left. And he came back. So, after your night of rest, you feel rested. You feel energized. Feel like you did a good job in that last fight, and you feel a little bit more experienced. Therefore, you are all level 3. Victor, you reach under your pillow for the poker chip, and the poker chip feels warm in your hand when you pull it out from underneath your pillow.
Yeah, take it out and kind of examine it and say, what in tarnation is going on here?
Hello, Victor!
I throw it on the ground and jump back.
And from the poker chip, it morphs into a small demonic little creature.
What in the name of the gods are you?
Oh, we're gonna be friends.
Now wait a minute. Is he in a room by himself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like me and Lockett, we're bunked up because reasons. And then everybody else kind of has their own room. Okay.
Well, yeah, we've always had our own.
Well, now I have Lockett in my
I'm
room.
bunking up.
The master wants me to watch your back.
Oh.
So I suppose I'm stuck at traveling with you for the rest of my days, just like this curse I have.
Oh, it's not a curse. It's a gift. You should feel privileged.
You just stay out of the way and stay hidden. I'm not sure how my friends will react to you.
What
You
is
got
it?
it, Chief. And he shrinks back into the poker chip.
What was it?
You wouldn't know you weren't there.
Man?
You're not there, you
It was
don't
a
know.
small little demonic creature. but you weren't there. So
Demonic creature.
Yeah. And he is not an elf, just so you know.
Yeah. Not if he's a small demonic one.
All right, so I'll get up and can make my way out into the hallway to see what everybody else is doing.
okay.
And
Everybody
shake my-
else
and
is
just kind of shake my head as I walk out.
all right. Ryle and Lockett, what are your sleeping situation? I know Lockett doesn't need to sleep, so what would you feel like?
I lean Lockett against the door like a big door jam, and he goes into Sential mode.
Right, but it depends on
Right.
if you being an asshole with me that day or not. Whether I decide I'm going to stand guard outside in the hallway and he can try to make it through the door and sleep, or will I actually let him get in the bed and sleep?
The next
So
battle, you're gonna die,
what was it like last night, Lockett?
I helped you last night, yesterday, when we battled.
We did have a pretty good battle strategy, so I would have let him sleep in the bed, and I would have stood guard by the bed.
And I just hear the little hum. He's got a nice white noise coming out of him that really makes the room not so quiet.
I would like to tell Ryle that from now on, why don't we try moving your bed closer to the door? That way I can stand guard outside and keep an eye on everybody.
That might make sense, but if you get attacked and I'm inside...
I'm the smartest one here.
I know, but if you get attacked while I'm inside,
Right,
I won't be able to get out to help.
Right. So what I'm saying is I'm the smartest one here. And
You want to sleep with the door open. We'll leave the door open, and you stand in the doorway.
Okay.
And you can keep an eye on everything in the hall. I don't care.
Okay.
I feel safe when you're in the doorway. You will not let someone come through while you're there.
Well, I'll think about not letting.
All right.
So then I guess we hold hands and walk downstairs.
No.
We're like la 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 la, and we're still in our pajamas too. So we look like two bananas in pajamas.
I would, since he tries to grab my hand, I'm trying to like shake him off. Like, no, I would like to do a sleight of hand and steal 5 gold out of his pack.
You can't steal gold from me.
Lockett, that's going to be a sleight of hand check against Ryle's perception check.
I am so perceptive. Damn it.
Oh.
Do I get a bonus? Do I get more gold than what?
Lockett, you meant to steal 5 gold out of his pocket, but you ended up with 10.
Because I can't count.
You got this many's now.
It's this many's.
I'm like, quit messing with me, man. Let's go. I'm eating.
You don't even know I did it. You have no.
I know. I noticed you were doing stuff, but I didn't see your money.
Somehow you're going to find out that you're short 10 gold. You don't know why. Oh man.
So you guys have your complimentary breakfast, eggs and bacon, and all sorts of good stuff like that. Little croissant rolls.
With honey? Is there honey in this town?
Oh yeah, there's honey. This is a metropolis, and it's a pretty nice tavern that you're in. So,
the finest of taverns for us all.
Is there any trout?
Always.
They usually don't have trout for breakfast, believe it or not. So,
flocks and bagels, though, that goes together.
What kind of town names every tavern with trout and doesn't sell it? Lockett must have named these taverns. Lockett must have named these taverns. It makes complete sense.
And Raintik is cleaning a mug there at the front, the counter there, and he's like, "Who eats fish for breakfast? That's gross."
Sailors. Sailors like myself.
Yeah. I have a question. Do I know what herbs I use to craft the healing potion?
Make a nature check.
Oh, that's not good. That uses intelligence.
Nah. you got the little pack of herbs, and they smelled good, but you're not sure what they were.
So I'm gonna lean into Ryle. I'm like, look, I need to go buy some more herb.
Oh, you do.
What
We
I-
gonna
what-
smoke that herb?
I need your help. Can you remember what I get so that maybe we can find it out while we're walking around out in the world so I don't have to spend so much?
I don't know if I.
I've only got this many.
Looks like you got more minis than you had before, but
It's still just this many.
I don't know if we could devise these ingredients in the wild. They don't just grow like they do in the store. But
Well,
I
we
can
gotta
keep
get
an eye out. Yes, but we'll see.
Whatever we find, it's less we have to buy.
Sure.
Told you, the smartest one here.
Okay. So you guys have had your breakfast. You've rested up. Victor looks a little bit shaken, but not too bad off.
You look like you didn't sleep so well last night, Victor. Was
I'm
Lockett
chained-
bothering you?
I'm
What'd
chain
you get?
smoking over at the table.
You're a little stressed from the capers of last night.
Victor, take a hit of the ale. Or maybe something stronger.
Lockett wants to find some herb.
Yeah.
We can
Herbs.
yeah.
Herbs.
pounds of it.
Pounds and pounds.
Do speak,
Yeah.
Victor.
I'll have a brandy with my breakfast and just kind of
Oof.
knock it back and tell them just a little stressed out after last night and all the demons running around here. It gets me a little on edge.
What demons?
I think he's talking about those ice guys we killed
Yeah.
last night.
That's our third encounter with those little things, and I'm starting to sense a pattern and getting a little worried about them. You know.
That Veritas fella's always around when we run into them.
Have you seen our party? But
That's
look-
what's got me
look at
worried
us.
partly.
look at us. We're brilliant. I tell you,
Right.
brilliant.
I know.
I don't know why Lockett's agreeing with me.
Rook.
Super smart.
Usually the ones that claim intelligence are the most stupid.
Dolos, there's a demon behind you. Careful.
No sudden movements.
Yeah. See
That's
ya. Take care of that.
It's a really small tabaxi. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
What is our next plan of action?
Well, we got to go to see Lothig. We have a prisoner that we dropped off. See if they got any information out of him. And I guess Lockett and I will stay here. Or maybe we should go get some herbs.
Yeah. Herbs and maybe something to cure his stupidity.
That's herbs.
Yeah, we can get his medicine.
so you're gonna go back to the same apothecary that you got the herbs the first time
Is
there,
that the only
Lockett?
one in town?
There's probably other ones. You could search around and try to find another one.
I would probably go back to the one that we had success at. Personally, like I think that's what I would try to do.
Okay.
We've already made a rapport. They may, be friends with us, give us a deal. You got to patronize those businesses
Why are you going to patronize him?
because that's what it's called when you give them goods for services,
I don't think you should
money
pay-
for services. No, you do.
I'm confused.
That's okay.
All right.
So- Yeah, I guess Victor and Timon, you guys are up for negotiating and figuring out. And Dolos is the one who tipped us off on this, so I assume Dolos is going to have a word or two for Lothig.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I do believe we're the most well equipped for this sort of thing.
all right. So, Olaros, what were you going to do
Oh, I'm going to tag along.
with
I'm
which
still-
group?
with the group going to see Lothik.
Okay.
I don't
Smart.
like being around Lockett. He and I bump heads.
What do you got against Lockett?
Everything.
Notice how he gets all innocent and then he
Besides-
gets accused.
I still want to see how well it went over that we killed the unarmed dude.
What unarmed dude?
We didn't kill him. He fell in the water and drowned.
He
With an arrow in his lug.
He didn't see the arrow.
He forgot he was a
Terrible misfire. It was
a human
angry.
and not a fish.
There was arrows floating in the water.
I mean, we could have just let him go. But we did the right thing.
Exactly.
All right, so the four of you will go off to the guard tower. Ryle and Lockett, we'll start with you two going to the apothecary.
Devad, come with us too.
Yeah, I can
I think Devad's going to just take a nap
Oh,
for
okay.
now.
He's tired. He had to carry that guy the whole way.
Yeah.
That's true.
So Devad is taking a nap. And Ryle and Lockett, you guys start walking towards the apothecary.
Right.
All right, and you get to the same door that you went into before, and you smell the nice, rich aromas coming from it.
Right.
And
Do you want to
you
do
walk
the
in,
talking, or
and
should I?
there's a gnome sitting behind the counter. It's a different store runner that was there from before.
Okay. I before going in, I would say, Lockett, we should try to not hide the chain, but let's not point it out to anybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're just gonna try to be natural.
Natural. Got it.
As I'm looking at a robot that's 300 years old, just so natural.
Right.
So we walk in, and I see they say, "Hello."
Hey.
We were in here a couple days ago, and there was a different gentleman running the store.
Yep. He's not here right now. Sorry.
That's okay. You can probably help us. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we came in and purchased some herbs for my alchemist friend here, who made some healing potions. It was good stuff. We used it in battle, and we were wondering if we could purchase a little bit more.
Yep. I've got that. Yep. What you need?
And I look at Lockett to see how many things he's trying to.
You're just making regular healing motions. You want the stronger stuff.
How much is the stronger stuff?
Oh, more expensive.
What does it do?
Heals more stuff.
Like
Hey.
how much stuff?
Oh, it takes big wounds and makes them go away. Not like the little tiny wounds that you get with the other potion.
Baka Zombie, thanks for the follow, man.
What does it cost?
Well, let's see here.
Let me check my ledger.
Yep, I'm looking in my price book right now. Let's see here. Let's see.
$1 million.
So, if you want to make a slightly more a better one, it'd be about 400 gold.
Oh man! So I pull out my gold and I go, all right. So I got this many's
And how many is this minis?
45.
45.
I say, Lockett, you appear to be a little short of 400. How much was the smaller potion?
It's 50. I know it's Lockett doesn't know it's 50. I know it's 50 unless the guy gives us a discount.
It's 100.
What?
Just 100. That's all.
Seems a little higher than last time we bought it.
Maybe the other guy was nicer than me.
Hmm.
Well, so I think the other guy should. I think you should honor his price.
Oh, I'm sure you do, but I don't.
Right. So, yeah, I look at Ryle and I just kind of give him a look, kind of like go over there, type of thing.
And I'm like, no. What? What? No.
Go over there.
Go over there.
Are you malfunctioning, Lockett? What's wrong?
Where does this guy keep the herbs? Are they behind the counter or they're on shelves?
They're
What
like
is
on
the
shelves
shop?
behind him and under the counter. They're not nothing that you can like quickly grab.
Okay.
I say, Lockett, maybe we should come back tomorrow when the other gentleman's working.
I don't like him charging us more.
It happens.
Why
It's
would you do
business.
that?
Everybody's got to make money. Everybody's got to eat. We just don't have the resources right now.
I'm going to ask him, the shopkeeper, a question. Did you by chance have a book on herbs?
No, not much for reading. What, really?
Well, I don't. Honestly, if you can't read, that's okay. I understand. You're not as smart. I understand.
Can you read this?
Got it.
No, I can't read that.
I suppress a grin.
I
I
can't
just-
see his screen.
He flipped you off.
Oh. So,
But
maybe does the shop have books on herbs? It is an alchemy shop, so they sell.
This is an apothecary, not a library.
Okay.
maybe we can go find a library, Lockett.
Where's the library?
Right down that way.
I am about to cut this guy's finger off.
All right, Lockett, it's time for us to go. Thank you,
I'm
sir. We will see you around.
Don't let
Well,
the
no.
door hit you.
Nope, I grab his finger.
No.
I don't do anything to it. I grab his finger, and I say, if you flip me off with this one more time, I will break it in half. I've been
And
nice to you, and you're being not nice.
I say, Lockett, easy. We don't need to harm
I haven't
anybody.
done anything for him to flick me off.
You're touching somebody, which is not
Right.
okay.
but he was
I'm
rude
about
first.
3. If you don't let me go right now, I'm going to start yelling for the guards.
Well, okay.
I look at my badge and I'm like, no, it'll be fine. We don't need guards. I will handle it. Lockett, please. Just let go of his hand and we can go about our way.
So as Ryle starts, I say, okay. And as Ryle starts to leave, I look back. I said, you flip me off one more time. I am breaking.
Come on, Lockett.
He starts to reach behind the counter and says,
You make one more step to me and you're going to have a really bad day.
Lockett, ignore it. Ignore it. And ignore that the cameras aren't working. Just ignore it.
Oh, I don't understand.
Do it.
I can't
Why?
hear. Hold on,
I really don't have.
go. Can you say that again? I'm sorry, my headphones.
I don't
got-
really have the logical thinking
Mhm.
of that. So,
I'm dragging him actively out of the store.
no, I make a quick action and go straight towards him,
Oh my
and I'm
god.
gonna break that finger.
Okay, so as you start running towards him, he pulls out a bottle and flings it at you. Make
I'm
a
gonna
dexterity
dodge.
saving throw.
Oh my god, it's gonna hit me. Nope. I don't have to worry about dodging the bottle.
Are you serious?
All right, so he throws this bottle of liquid and it hits you, and first, if it, you feel your body just kind of like freeze in place as this purple, like sludge just kind of spreads out all over your body and encases you. And you're kind of stuck. And Ryle, you are chained to a purple blob that's stuck in place. And the gnome says, yeah, he's going to be that way for about 8 hours.
Are you serious?
Being that I don't have to breathe, I guess that's a good thing.
So can I?
He takes a little wooden flat with like 4 casters on the bottom of it and hands it to you, Ryle. He says, there you go. Now get him the fuck out of my store.
All right, I may need your help to put him on it.
The gnome looks at you, he looks at himself, and he's like, I ain't helping you that much, buddy.
Oh, so with all my might, I try to tilt him up, and when I have him up on end, I'm like, can you just slide the casters under there? The little.
I can do that.
And then
Just don't bring him back.
I won't. And when I get him on the little dolly, I start pulling him out by the chain carefully. I don't want him to fall over.
Okay.
So
I have a mental note. I'm coming back. I'm
I have a mental note. So there we go.
All right.
So now I'm
Lockett,
walking.
Lockett and Ryle. Lockett, as you're leaving, make a perception check.
Oh, now it wants to roll good.
Yeah. So Lockett, as Ryle is pulling you down the street, you see somebody walking past you with like a dark black cloak, and just like they're wearing like kind of fingerless gloves, and the tips of the fingers on the one hand that you can see on that side, because your vision's kind of stuck because you're kind of locked into one place by this purple goo stuff. But you think you see metallic fingers that are very close to the shade of your own.
Yeah, definitely take mental note of that.
And that they're walking down the street the other way.
All right, so I'm gonna try to keep my eyes on that as best as I can. I'm like this. I'm like, good.
And I'm just wheeling you straight to the inn with my head down in shame.
How much of my face is covered by this goo?
I mean, it's kind of like encased on your head. You can't turn your head at all. So once he starts to pull you, yeah, you could talk.
So I'm gonna be like, hey, I just saw another one of.
I'm not listening.
Can you?
You've already gotten me in trouble. Nope.
Hey, you in the black cloak.
There's no response.
Oh my
Go
god.
after them. Ryle, go after them.
I have you chained to me and you can't move.
I'm trying to bounce and wiggle.
If you would listen to me for once, maybe we could go do stuff. Adventures. Instead, I'm babysitting a 300-year-old toaster that is literally chained to me like a boat anchor.
Alright, note to self. Kick Ryle in the balls. Got it. Check.
We're going back to the inn, and I'm getting drunk. So I towed his ass back into the inn, and I sit down with Devad, and I'm like, it is time to drink. He's like, it's 9 a.m. That doesn't matter. I've had it up to here with this guy.
All right, so meanwhile, the other 4 of you with the slightly more sane demeanor most of the time.
I don't know what you mean.
You guys head to Lothic's tower, and the guards are... there's only a couple of guards out here during the day. They usually have more during the night, but they recognize you, and they open the door for you to come in.
Greeting, sirs. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah, I believe Lothic's looking for you. Well, he was at least expecting you. He said something about something y'all brought in last night, but I didn't hear too much about it.
We shall take it from here. Thank you very much.
Right.
Lockett, you're not there. All right, so you guys get there, and the same scrawny little guy with the dark hair is there at the desk, and he's like, "I'll go get Lothic for you."
Thank you.
And
Can I, well, in a low voice, can I say to the party that's with me? Do you think he'd be offended if we asked if his wizard or mage could maybe drum up a potion that could cure, or not cure, but maybe increase Locket's intelligence? Because I don't think any of us could last very long with the level of stupidity that we deal with.
I don't know if we can afford that.
But we've got so many of this many's.
What about if we offer a favor as payment?
I mean, whatever you do behind closed doors is up to you.
Dolos, I'm not that imaginative on that level. I may be a sailor, but I'm not disgusting.
Oh, then you ain't a sailor.
Some sailors do have a sense of how shall I say? You'll understand, Olaros, as priggish as you are at times. Cleanliness.
Well, that hasn't been my experience, Timon, but I will address it in you.
so as you're having this conversation, Lothic he walks in and says, "So, you guys again, huh?"
How's about a song first? Start us out with,
This man just breaks into song. It's like doing a musical.
lighten the mood just a little.
I mean, the 28, that should lighten any mood.
And it's a new song I wrote 5 minutes ago. Called I'm thankful my name is not Lockett Ward.
So, the Lothic says, "So, I want to hear your side of the story, start to end."
I look at Dolos and I ask, where shall we start?
Well, I guess we could start from.
From-
I'll tell my little side first, and then I'll. So when you told us there had been a leak originally, and then you said somebody else was on there, I happened upon a couple of gentlemen that worked at the town council or in the city hall, whatever it's called. And I heard them whispering in low voices, and they said something about a meeting at midnight at the Eastern Bridge. Went over there. Well, we scouted there. I went and told the rest of the party, and we scouted over there, I should say. They said they were meeting with someone, but I couldn't hear who. It just wasn't quite close enough. So then we went there. Well, we went to the Western Bridge. That's not important. Anyway. So we scouted there, met a lovely shopkeeper. You have some really nice shopkeepers in this town. And Esmeralda, that was her name. And then we went to...
you didn't make a deal with her, did you?
No, of course not. That'd be crazy. No. Well,
As you look at your brand new
just out of
backpack.
Curiosity. Why?
Some of them did.
I've just heard of bad things. I'm not gonna spread rumors, but I've just heard bad things.
Rumors make the best songs, sir.
I mean, just an example of what you heard between us.
Well, there's this one guy who he has an extra body part now, and people will say that he spent some time under that bridge.
That could be both a gift and a curse, I assume.
Depends on how you look at it.
Well, I mean, if the nose on the back of your neck seems like a gift to you,
Sounds like
I'm-
a great party trick to me.
I mean, a great party trick. I mean, it's all about how you make life, perspective.
Spoken like a typical ranger.
Yeah, I mean, gotta just gotta deal with the cards you're dealt.
Victor knows a thing about cards, eh, Victor?
I just nod and kind of rub my finger where my ring had been, and maybe I do have a little bit more to lose. But anyway, as you were saying, what were we doing?
I'm just
Easier
gonna-
to smell your farts.
I just trail off and be like, yeah, Esmeralda.
so
What?
tell me again what happened after you got under the bridge there.
Well,
So,
okay, I'll let you go.
sir, we decided to take a how would you say it, a stealthier approach to the situation, and found some spaces behind the tavern there, and we had waited patiently, and Veritas showed up out of nowhere and met the two men in question, and they had not spoke a word to each other, and we waited and waited, and unfortunately, while we were playing the part of spy, I, I can't quite recall who in our party caused the ruckus, but because it
Zrael.
all happened so quickly, someone knocked an object over and gave way, and lo and behold, Veritas had happened upon us and attacked us by summoning those nasty demonic ice mephits. You may have heard stories about these creatures. They're absolutely disgusting and nasty.
They like the mud methods that you spoke about earlier.
Yes, absolutely, just ice cold. And when that happened, the other two had arisen and taken position against us as well, and we defended ourselves. And through that process, we followed through like any good soldier would do, sir. And we defended ourselves well, I must say. Um, especially this prude Olaros over here. You should have seen him. He really gave him a good knocking on the head. You know what I mean?
But I didn't shoot any arrows.
He shot no arrows. As a matter of fact, I don't know who
Hello?
I cannot recall who shot any arrows. But Veritas, near the end of the battle we had, he opened up a portal and disappeared and left his two henchmen, I suppose, and the mephits to their own devices. And we had finished them off, and we had captured the one, and the other one had perished amid the fighting. And so we had apprehended the one that you have here, and we brought both of them back together, and that's why we are here this morning. I do hope that recounts the most important details of the events from last night.
Well,
I'd say you did well, Timon.
I will say that I believe your account, and you notice that everything that you've been saying has been written down by the guy that sits behind the desk, the scrawny looking guy. He's been writing down every word you've said. And he's like, I make it a habit to have a written statement from any witnesses to any of these kind of things, especially when there's differing accounts. But we have interrogated the prisoner as well with the aid of a cleric and a zone of truth spell. And also we've spoken, our cleric has spoken with the corpse of the other man who you brought in. I don't know if I necessarily agree with shooting a man who is unarmed and running away, but I don't think you meant to kill him. I hope not, at least.
Arm shot.
Pardon
Um,
me. Who?
I called
I-
I
who
called a leg
shot?
shot.
Who shot? Who, sir?
I,
All I know is that one of your party, his back was turned, but and also being shot in the back, not really the best thing, really. But
I think it was the water that really killed him, though. It
um,
was cold that night.
there was a sizable arrow hole in his
That's-
lung and
What?
through his chest.
I mean,
Uh,
you yell at someone to stop running, and
with all due respect, sir, we were
national
attacked,
security.
and we did warn them. To be fair, and
Well,
unfortunately, we still have a robot that has the intelligence of the rocks that he jingles in his pocket.
don't remind me of him.
Speaking of which, sir, we have an opportunity for you.
What are you talking about?
So, I propose, in light of what has happened, if you have a mage or a wizard present here that can do anything for a robot, anything at all, it would fare us well, both our party and your city, if they could assist him and put all
Well,
of this mess behind
Did you
us.
say you wanted him made into a Ferris wheel?
No, that's not what I'm proposing.
Oh,
well, Warforged are some sort of weird, strange mixture of magic and technology that I don't believe our, town mages really have much involvement with. But there is a gnome that lives in town that I think he kind of studies Warforged and the like.
And what
find-
would his name be, sir?
He is in this document. Hold on 1 second.
This is
Generic.
His name is Tangent Bronze Widget. Tangent Bronze Widget.
so he goes off on a tangent a lot, huh?
Well, thank you very much. Do you have any further questions for us?
Well, did you happen to see any kind of evidence of the other team?
Of the other who?
The other team that was supposed to be doing this job that you guys completed and they took on and have since not been heard from.
We have not seen evidence of another team present since we've been in the city.
Did I see anyone when I was at City Hall that might have been that group?
Make a, since you're trying to think back, make an intelligence check.
My +0. Oh, that's a save.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong one.
But I think that would be the same thing for a check and a save for you.
Okay,
since
I
you're
got
not,
18. Well,
yeah.
yeah. Do you want me to reroll?
No, 18's fine. So yeah, you think back, and you remember this one guy that was kind of like, he was dressed like a guard, but he was really fidgety, and he was like constantly like readjusting his uniform like it didn't fit correctly. And he kept on whispering to this one closed door that he was standing next to. And you thought it was weird at the time, but you just kind of, you were kind of focused on your own stuff at the.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that to look. I do remember seeing a ski. I mean, he was dressed as a guard, so I just thought it was a guard being, guard-like, standing at a door, but he seemed a
And
little
where was
out of
this?
place. This was at City Hall, sir.
What were you doing in City Hall?
I was invited in.
Oh, okay.
Local.
Make a deception check.
Can I help him? Can I back him up?
I mean, he's
How
already
would you
said
help
it. I mean, how would you be helping him?
By standing there nodding my head.
you were in the city hall too. How did you get in there?
I didn't say I was in the city hall. I just said I was. I knew what he was doing, and I saw it
Let's
happen
see.
from a distance.
Oh, did I not write down the guard's name? I wrote down everybody else's name except the guard. Oh no, Robert. I'm friends with Robert.
Oh,
Does that maybe give me a bonus?
I'll go ahead and say that you have advantage for the deception check.
It didn't
Okay,
work.
so 16. So he's going to roll an insight. He's like, might have to have a talk with Robert. He's been kind of lax on his duties lately.
I shouldn't have said
But-
anything. I mean, I'm so old. Knew him back in the day. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything at all.
Okay, well,
just don't fire him or anything. Maybe a little talking to or something, but don't. I mean, he
Okay.
did. I mean, it did help us catch these two individuals.
Aye, he did.
and speaking of which, since you've completed the task, in a way, he pulls out a purse and hands it to you, Dolos. It is 250 gold.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
I
Continue this buck with the boys. Back at the end will be easier.
And how is Ryle and Locket's arrangement working out?
I'd say
Not
Ryler
good.
regrets whatever he's done, but he's already back at the tavern and having a few, if you know what I mean.
I mean, they're getting along great. I think their relationship's really improved.
Dolos, you're underselling it.
Do you think that it's having any effect on the Warforged himself?
Absolutely not.
What?
it's not.
You don't
I
think it's...
concur.
Mm.
What he really needs is a heart, that 10 man of him. Then I think we'll get somewhere.
Well,
he's convinced himself he's the smartest being ever to walk the realm.
I don't think he's the smartest being to walk this room.
Neither does the realm.
I said
But,
in our
I
group.
think he could be alone in a room, and I question whether he'd be the smartest.
But maybe you should take him to Bronze Widget. Maybe he could do something. I don't know. He's been studying Warforged a long time.
I will say, sir, Ryle, I think, has learned the meaning of the burden of leadership. And just because you say it doesn't make you one.
Well, we're going to continue to interrogate this prisoner we have here, and we may send for you if we find out some more information about this Veritas fellow that may interest you.
I'd most recommend focusing on Veritas. He's a wicked fellow.
And our only connection to him now seems to be this prisoner we have in your party.
Well, he can enter and exit in thin air through portals, and he has really nice handwriting.
And don't forget, he speaks in riddles. He answers seem to be the opposite of what you ask. He's a tricky one.
Oh, and he has been seen at some bar.
One of your many trouts.
Something trout.
Yes, something trout.
That really doesn't narrow it down very much. Do you remember where this bar is located?
Drunken trout. The drunken
By
trout.
I believe it's
Okay.
by the port.
No. It was
No.
the drunken trout was when I was walking downtown.
Yeah.
So the other one at the port is called the rainbow trout.
Fucking names.
Yeah. And look, it takes has a big side. He's like, I don't know what this place's obsession is with trout for their tavern names, but it's been a tradition, I guess.
We've had some questions.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a conspiracy. Trout people have taken over, and you just don't know it yet.
I mean, honestly, the trout here isn't really even that good. I mean,
I believe it
Oh,
based on what
oh,
I've smelled.
It's I won't
mean-
tell anyone you said that.
I mean, I much prefer the halibut.
I prefer that swordfish.
You're not getting swordfish here, mate.
Oh, I know. I've seen.
Swordfish aren't really a lake fish.
I know that.
Well, as entertaining as this little
Someone else hungry for some fish now? God.
So, yeah, I will get in touch with you if we get any more information from this prisoner about this Veritas fellow.
Okay.
Most
Yeah,
kind, sir.
tell Benjamin I
you.
said hey.
We will. He's very upset about the way his life has turned now.
Oh, and one last tidbit about him. He really loves trout. Really loves it. Give him as much trout as he can handle.
He probably actually does love trout or something.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he hates it. Would be great to say.
Okay.
All right. Well, then no further jobs right now. Let's go back to the inn and figure out what we want to do.
Well, I mean, he mentioned something about the other party being. Actually, I'm gonna before I walk out, I'm gonna ask him about the other party.
Okay.
I mean, how many are in that group?
Well, they sent one representative. He was a drow fellow.
Oh,
He was about 6 feet tall, white hair, of course. He had a braid that went down the back. That doesn't sound familiar to you, Dolos.
Okay. Here. So you've only seen the one?
Yeah, he said he had a group of 5 that he was traveling with.
5. Okay.
I'm not sure if that meant that he was, he had 5 more besides himself, or if he was one of the 5. But he said that he had a group of 5.
Okay. I'll keep my eye out for a drow. I mean, how many drow can be in this town?
They're not very plentiful. They usually prefer the caves and mountains and things.
Right. Okay. I'll keep my eye out. Thank you. No, what did you get his name? What was his name?
Didn't give me a name,
Okay.
which
I-
that's really odd. I usually ask people for their names, and he looks deeply confused on why he didn't ask for a name.
typical drow. You can't trust him.
Well,
That sounds a bit racist, there, mate.
Hold on now, time.
Facts
Okay.
are facts. I've seen it. I've read stories after stories. Can't trust them.
Okay, Timon. Settle down there.
I'm settled. I feel marvelous.
Okay. Well, we'll leave now. We'll have talk about the racism in this party. Timon in his drow, Lockett in his gnomes.
So you guys head back to the inn, and when you get there, Ryle is chained to a
Purple blob.
a purple blob, and he's getting hammered. He's had quite a few at this point.
I saddle up next to him. I saddle up next to Ryle, and I nudge him on the shoulder, and I say, "Hey, it's been that kind of morning already. I see. Mind if I join in?"
You're muted.
I believe it.
He doesn't look like he's driving at all right now. Oh yeah, but
What is this stuff on him?
We've
Hey,
well,
I
we've got
always-
some good news
I-
for you, Ryle.
I always
We've
wanted to pet Wheelforge.
Dolos, if you want to make an Arcana check, taking a look at this stuff.
Okay, I don't think I'm the best for that, but all right.
What are we looking at? Oh boy.
It's
Yeah.
purple stuff.
It's purple. That is some purple stuff right there. Let me tell you.
It's
Very
purple.
royal.
Yeah, it's very royal
That
purple,
purple
you're right.
Purple stuff.
Well, here's 35 gold.
For who?
Wait, I'll make sure my master. Yeah, 35 gold, and I'll give everybody their 35 gold. I'll just put it in Locket's mouth or wherever, whatever's visible.
Woo woo. I'm right here. Yeah.
I
More
know Ryle.
minis.
I hear him. It's right there. How many have you had, Ryle?
Hey,
Uh,
I hit Dol.
Yeah,
I shake Dolos, and I'd be like, I only count 2.
Raythik said he's. I've been clearing him out. He's had about 14.
Oh,
Oh,
I
boy.
need to catch up then.
Yeah, Ryle is
Hard
pretty
forward.
smashed. I mean,
It's been a long day.
Didn't Locket can drag your body around instead?
I slap 10 gold on the table and be like, line them up.
In the meantime, Lothic gave us a good idea about what we might do to help him. Are you interested in that? Can you understand? Can you comprehend?
He understands.
I
both
don't
ways.
know.
Okay.
What?
Well, there's this guy named Tangent, and he's worked with these warforces and thinks that he might be able to, Lothic thinks that he might be able to do something with him. Of course, in this state right now, I don't know if anybody can do anything with him as long as he's this frozen blob here.
How long do we have to wait?
Yeah?
Can I sit on him? Can I like sit on him and ride, or like stand on him like I'm surfing?
he's
Get
upright.
Oh, he is. Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
climb on his shoulders then.
Well, you could play a tune while we're rolling him down the street.
A even better idea, Olderos. Best idea I had all
Yes.
day.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Because
And I am killing it on the dulcimer.
okay, I'll go back in and
Crushing
ask Ray where
it.
this guy is.
I'm standing behind him on the wagon while you
I
push.
go up to the bar and I say, Raythic, there's a guy in here named Tangent Bronze Widget, something like that. Can you tell me
Bronze
where he
Widget.
is?
Oh, the gnome guy who works on all the robot guys.
Yeah, that guy. Lothic
always
told
known.
us about
Call me
him.
Robot.
Yeah, he's right down the street here.
Oh,
He's right near that apothecary that I sent you to the other day.
oh really? Oh, well, then they probably
fuck.
walked by it. Okay, thanks, Raythic.
Wait
So
a
I
That's
minute.
come
the
out to
same guy
Ryle.
who threw the purple shit on me. I've got a feeling.
Ryle,
Ah, damn
he's
it.
this Tangent guy is right next to the apothecary you were at today. Do you remember seeing anything there? Was there a shop nearby? Well, let's go. All right.
He's so fucking drunk.
All right. You're doing okay. And a fine tune is being played while we go.
So
It's next door.
Who has
It's
the
not
higher
in the
intelligence right now?
Yeah.
I mean, Ryle's got a pretty big minus to his intelligence at the moment.
Yeah. Well,
What's your
it's-
intelligence normally, Ryle? I'd say it's probably at around a 7 right now.
yeah.
Oh,
But mine's a 6, so he still wins.
All right, so yeah, so he points out the apothecary to you, and it's not that hard to figure out which door is
Yeah. Belongs to Tangent.
to Tangent. So you open the door, and there is a little gnome. He's not the same gnome, by the way, that threw the stuff at Lockett. He's very very old. His beard is actually like brushing against the floor, and you see him like almost trip over it a couple of times. He's about a head shorter than the other gnomes that you've seen around town. He's very tiny, very old, and he's currently like working on a couple of different arms that look a lot like Lockett's arms. He's kind of fidgeting with these things, and you see parts of Warforged like up on the walls in this shop.
Oh, he's got improvement.
Yeah. What is it? And I pat him on the shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, my friend. I will take care of it. You just
What
sit
would
tight
that
and
be?
enjoy that
Wait a
buzz you
minute.
have going on. I know it's
That's
too good
Actually-
to be true."
I'm gonna grab one of the cookies we got the other day and hand it to Ryle.
There you go.
There you go, Ryle. Snack, yeah, snackies.
Yeah, yeah, you are immediately sober.
How you doing there, Ryle?
Yeah, those are-
Aren't they
What
wonderful?
does the snack
cookies.
do again?
Best. And we shall. 18, I believe.
Oh, it's the hangover cure. Okay, I remember that.
like, yeah.
You only can get shit. You can only get shite faced a few times more. Bruh.
Widget.
Can
You wait out here, Ryle.
Tinkles.
Making shit up.
Hey, Tinkles.
So he just now starts to notice you guys are there because he's been kind of like in his own little world. He's wearing like these little goggles that he's got kind of like he's zooming in on like something that he's looking at in the arm with like a panel that he's opened, and he's like, "Oh, hello there. How are you doing?"
Fantastic, sir.
And he walks up and he looks at Lockett and like, "Oh, how are you doing, sir?"
I'm a little stuck.
I can see that. Looks
Well-
like you made an alchemist mad.
He's not very nice. He's not very nice. Not very nice.
Yeah, that would have been my nephew. He and his brother
Great.
run the shop over there. He's quick tempered.
He tried to charge me double.
Yep. He must have not liked you.
I don't even know what I did.
He'll keep talking and you'll figure out why he doesn't like him.
Well, I think it may have had something to do with the fact that his uncle spends all of his time working with Warforged, and he may be a little bit jealous of his uncle's attention, And he
So
saw
took
that
it
you
out
were a
on
wolf.
me?
Maybe so,
That's
unfortunately.
messed up.
But here, let me see if I've got something here. And he reaches into a toolbox and he pulls out like a bottle, like a little metal bottle of something, and he shakes it up and he starts to pour it on the purple liquid, and it starts to eat away at the purple liquid. And
It's gonna destroy me. I'm breaking.
Well,
Yeah.
sir, we really brought him here not to free him necessarily. We want to free his mind, so to speak. 300 years as a warforged has worn on him, and quite frankly, it's getting obnoxious. And we're hoping there's a miracle that you could perform.
They're just jealous. I'm the smartest one here.
You
A
see what
brain
I'm saying?
Plant.
look, Warforged are living, breathing creatures. I mean,
Told you.
he was created, yes, but he's a living creature. What would
Me.
you have me do?
That's not the argument here, sir. I'm not arguing his existence. I'm arguing his level of intelligence. Go ahead, Lockett. Tell him.
I told you I'm the smartest one here.
Do you think you're smarter than me, Lockett?
I don't know.
What?
Lockett.
No,
What's
wait a
2
minute.
plus 2?
Well, it's this many.
So, as you can see,
You need to
I
fix
can
that.
count the 2.
Lockett, would you mind if I examined your head for a moment?
Whoa. That's a personal thing there, Doc.
That's why I asked your permission.
I mean, it's not like I can really move, so
Well, I'm going to free you too. I've got the means to free you.
I'd wait on that, Doc.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything to you, Lockett, without your permission.
go ahead, Doc.
Okay. And so he gets a stepladder out from behind and rolls it,
Stop.
and he climbs up the stepladder with his little tiny gnome legs, and he's pretty spry for an old guy. Like, I mean, he starts to he takes a tool from like his belt, and he starts to unscrew a couple of things that are in the back of Lockett's headpiece, and he starts to slowly pry it up.
Hold on. What? Hold on. What you doing?
Does he power down at any point during this?
Nope, he's fully conscious during this whole thing. And Lockett, it doesn't hurt. It's almost like you didn't even know that what he's doing to the back of your head was possible. You didn't realize that these things that he's doing
Do I
were
feel?
an act.
Is it painful, or is this like a natural thing that can happen?
It
to me?
feels oddly natural. Like there's no
Okay.
pain at all. And
I
so
didn't even know I had that there.
And so he takes another tool, and you hear like a hum whenever he's like activating whatever this tool is inside of his head, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I was worried about there." Yes, there he had an accident at some point. It looks like.
No idea what you're talking about.
This processing core is a bit damaged.
Huh.
Well, the thing is, if I try to replace it, it may make him not him anymore. His processing
Doc.
core.
Do
That's
it.
okay.
Sir,
The
Wow.
sooner the better.
Wow, that is
have
that is.
And I would
so
not
messed
perform
up.
that procedure. That would be
question for you, sir.
okay.
Have you had any success with wizards just casting mending on processing cores?
The problem with this is that these involve very complicated magics, and sometimes those two things just aren't very compatible. But I believe instead of replacing, where there may be repair options. But I don't have the materials to do it myself. What
How
I
about
would
a frontal lobotomy? Just,
I don't think you should be talking.
I'm
I think
just putting in some
Don't talk.
sir,
suggestions.
aren't you a cleric?
That's where the lobotomy came from.
Well,
Well,
I don't like him at all.
I may be
See?
able to replace to not replace, but to repair some of the damage that was caused. If you found some mineral that has been known to fall from the sky occasionally, where you'd find this, I'm not. There is this meteor that sometimes falls from the sky. It has a green hue to it.
Rain. I got it.
Yeah,
No, it's rain. It's rain, right? Rain?
It's a meteor.
It's rain. It sounds like rain to me.
I believe the material is called ethereite.
That doesn't sound like rain.
So if you could find some of this material, I may be able to do something to repair some of this damage, and maybe even, I would imagine, Lockett, you probably have some large holes in your memory, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really remember too much of how I ended up in that cave.
I believe that this may restore some of your lost memories, Lockett. Ethereite.
But man,
Ethereums.
we don't have a clue where to go. Do you know where?
It does not matter. It is my life goal now. This
to
theory.
This is a
Wow, that
long-term
seems like
thing, I think. I don't think we
Yeah.
can do this in a day.
no, or a year.
This will be our greatest quest yet.
It will be a
I
great
assure
quest.
you.
Wow. Yeah.
A theory.
Lockett, you'll
But
thank us.
but
Promise.
but he says, Lockett, I promise, if you guys find some of this stuff, I will make your life a lot better.
Do we have to
My
take
life
Lockett
or their
along?
life?
Your life.
We all win, Lockett.
Lockett,
Yes,
my
we
goal,
win.
he says, Lockett, never mind them, okay? My goal here is to help you. I've spent
That
my
makes me
life
nervous.
I've spent my life studying your kind, and I've only met a few of you that are still upright and living, unfortunately. And I've been able to help out the ones that I have met. And in
I
fact,
saw one yesterday.
um,
Or was that yesterday, or was that today? I don't know. I've been frozen for a while now.
It was today when we left.
Right.
You kept blabbing about follow somebody, and I was following myself to the end.
that
Right.
was probably Shazbra. She likes
Oh,
to.
it's a girl?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
it's a girl.
Loggett's about to get a girlfriend.
boy.
I mean, you know, she doesn't necessarily have female anatomy, of course, but
Right.
Companionship.
she has a what is traditionally considered a female personality. Like you, Lockett, have a traditionally male personality.
Right. Right. I understand that, I think.
But
It's like words.
but
But hot words.
in the meantime, even though there's nothing much I can do for your predicament here with your processing core, would you be interested in any other upgrades?
Ooh.
Well, one,
Upgrade vendor.
I never even knew upgrades were possible. Two, what's an upgrade?
He says, "Let me show you this," and he goes back into his toolbox and he pulls out an arm, and he takes the arm out and he twists of the wrist for a second, and then shunk, a blade pops out of the wrist.
Ooh, that would be nifty.
You're like Assassin's Creed all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Being sponsored by Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft.
And this blade here actually has a bit of an enchantment on it as well.
Ooh, what's an enchantment?
We need the ethereal before you worry about that hand.
Yeah, Lockett, have you seen magic before?
Yeah.
Yeah, this blade is
Show him that
magic.
card trick you learned the other day, Lockett.
So I pull out
Go to the
a
magic
deck
I
of
taught you.
cards and I show him the card. Which card is yours? And I hold them up. Which card's yours? Magic.
Lockett, make a performance check with advantage.
Come on,
Yeah.
Snake
Yeah,
Eyes! Oh!
Oh, hold up.
Just like I showed you.
And he's like, "That's amazing that Warforged in your condition could do something like this. Is amazing."
I know, right?
Ugh.
Timon's even impressed. Timon's even impressed.
And
He has no
I
words.
tell the gnome I've been working with him, and even a blind squirrel can find a nut every now and then. So.
He's like, "Well,
Why does the squirrel want the nut?
what I can do is I can give you this for a very heavy discount because I'm pretty sympathetic to your position. So for 100 gold pieces, I can affix this arm to you."
Do I have 100?
No.
I look at him, I say,
How do you know?
you only have 45 minis. You need more minis.
Damn it!
He got 35 earlier. So be up to 80.
Oh, you have 80.
I'm at 80 now.
Does that include the 10 you stole from me?
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it does.
And Lockett, since I'm so impressed with how well you're coming along with your cards, I'm going to help you out a little bit with that, and I'll slide 20 gold over to the. Or is that the rest of it? 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, 500 gold, Victor? Settle down.
Yeah, we got to keep the appearance up. Like,
Jeez.
So,
all right, Lockett, give him all your minis, and he'll put it on you.
I did it on the side. So.
Here you go.
So he says, "Okay, well, Lockett, this is going to be uncomfortable. Whenever I remove, I'm going to have to remove your arm to affix the new one on, and
Oh man.
this probably will hurt.
If you need to keep him overnight, that's fine. We'll be
I've been
back.
together with this arm for a long time.
That's why I gave him the money, because it was going to hurt.
Question, sir. Can it be the arm that's attached to Ryle?
Mm.
Hmm.
Then I'm gonna have an arm attached to my arm. That's a good point.
I suppose I could rework a few things.
Why would I want the arm attached to him to have the blade? I can't swing it then. I got the damn chain.
If he takes your arm off that has the chain on it, we won't be stuck together anymore. I'll just have a chain with an arm on it. But
we
you'll
just
be
can't
free to
tell
do
Lothic-
anything you want.
We can't
So
tell
I'll-
Lothic what we're doing.
So
I feel like
he's not
Lothic-
putting the blade in. He's putting a brand new arm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be
Oh.
replacing the arm.
Oh, so it's not put the blade in the arm. It's a whole new arm.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I feel like Lothic's going to have some questions then for you, Ryle.
Yeah, I'm already on his bad side.
We'll
That
cross
sounds like a thing to do. Go ahead and do it.
Wait a minute. If Lockett says to do it, we should not do it. He's like the opposite guy. Like,
What?
what's his
We
name?
need the ethereal first.
What?
If
We need
he's
to
better
fix
at,
his head before we put a blade like that on his arm.
he already has blades.
Yeah, well,
This one just seems better.
He does.
And it's enchanted.
So
I think we should keep the deal we made with Lothic, or
what?
I may.
You made the deal.
We, as in me and Lockett, made.
I didn't make a
Okay.
deal. I got
Look-
forced into it.
Lothric sent us here. You need to go back with him and tell him that what Widget just told us, that we got to go find us a Theorite, but you can't do it with him chained to you, and get Lothric to let you go if we keep him there until we get the Aetherite.
Mighty fine,
What?
Olaros.
What
Well,
did he say?
well said.
Leave me there.
No. What?
No. we
Yeah.
A
we
plus B
can't
plus
we
C.
can't go hunting a Theorite with you two hooked together. So we tell Lothric that we can fix you, but we have to get the Aetherite first. To get the Aetherite, we got to have you detached. And in the meantime, we're going to all surround you and make sure you don't go off half-cocked again until we get the Aetherite.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
You'd say yes, Lockett. It's for your own good.
You'll be free, Lockett, and you get a new arm.
So can me and Olaros persuade him on this?
And the cleric will heal you. Think of that.
Ooh. Then you get heals, Lockett.
What are heels?
Things you need now and then.
Are you sure, Olaros? Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to sweeten the deal.
I'm with Olaros on this.
We can go talk to Lothric. Obviously, I don't want to do it unless he's okay with it. But
Yeah. Well,
I
maybe
am.
Lothric will
My
just
choice
keep
to
him
have the
handcuffed.
arm, to have the handcuffs off.
Exactly.
Lockett's body, Lockett's choice.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
what
We'll
am I
be
doing
back.
now?
We'll be back. We have to go talk to Lothric.
Yeah.
Why can't he do this right now?
No, we can't. Well, he can't.
Yes, we can.
No, but that leaves the arm hooked to Ryle, and then he's got to go tell Lothric why he's got an arm and no body on it.
Well,
I mean, we
then
have to
that
wait for a
sounds
meteor to
something
fall
Ryle
from
needs
the
to do.
sky.
Before we do anything, Tangent needs to free him for us.
Wait, what? You want to go back to Lockett and be like, "Hey, I got this arm."
Yeah.
No. I mean, he needs to free him from the hold that he is in still. He's still in the potion.
Oh,
I'm
well, I
just
thought he
saying
poured that
that-
stuff on it.
He started to, and I said, hold up.
Actually, this might be a good time to take him to Lothric when he has to behave.
What are you talking about?
So Tangent, here's 10
If you
gold
didn't notice,
here's 10 gold for your time from me. We'll be back. It was a pleasure to meet you, and you'll be highly
don't
recommended by our party anywhere we go on our adventures.
Well, I've got a very niche business here, so if you run into any Warforged, you can send them on my way. But,
Yeah,
We
that is
shall,
a niche
most
business.
definitely.
yeah, I've
Highly
had 3
professional.
customers my entire life, so I mean, it doesn't, it's not very
Yeah.
profitable.
Do
but-
you mind if I ask how you make a living if you've only had 3 customers?
Well, I kind of get bankrolled by my nephews, really, with the housing stuff. But
That's why they charge extra.
It's a whole business
Take this 10 gold.
That's why he
on
tried
me,
to charge me extra. I got it.
and
That's
we'll
it.
be back.
That's messed
You'll
up.
have plenty of customers. I'm inspired to write a song on your behalf, and you'll have a lovely business, I assure you.
For all the Warforged, all 2 we meet out in the world.
You don't know that, Dolos. Don't be such a downer.
well, I
Downer
mean,
Dolos over here.
it's been my life's work, and I've met like 3 or 4. So I mean, good luck.
Just take it
And
as lots of investment.
He's spent his whole life doing this, and he's met 3 or 4. How did we get stuck with Lockett? And, like,
That seems like bad luck.
Hey,
No,
'Cause you
y'all
know-
are super lucky.
the wind and the waves do what they must, and you never know what they'll bring up, and we just must ride with it.
So
Well, let's ride to Lothric.
What do you want me to free him now?
No.
Unfortunately,
I can't.
I can't, in good conscience, just leave him in this purple.
Oh, the purple goo. Yeah, you can take him out of that.
Yes, I'm going to.
I thought you meant free his arm.
So he starts to pour the liquid on you again, Lockett, and it feels tingly, but
Okay.
doesn't feel painful at all. And
Okay,
this,
well, that's
the
good.
purple stuff starts to come off in clumps, and you are free. And actually, it took some of like the dirt and grime that's just kind of accumulated on your metal hide off, and you actually look cleaner than you've looked in a long time. And
Hey, you're a different color.
What's that stuff called? I
Salmonella.
only know it by its slang name of purple drink.
Salmonella.
it's called Alchemist Trap.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Alchemist Trap?
Yep, they got you with it.
You have a
Yeah.
shiny
So-
metallic clean smell.
Off to Lothic.
All right, off to Lothic.
And just be glad he didn't use any of his alchemist fire on you. That stuff could be
Oh,
pretty bad.
So I'm
We
not
may have to
immune
buy some later. What? No.
What?
you're
No.
no longer bound.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
no
you can-
longer bound. You can walk freely. Well, I mean, you're bound to the wrist to Ryle. But
You can
You're-
walk 20 feet away from me at your
Yeah.
leisure.
You know,
What?
Lockett, I heard they upgraded the armory. You might want to check that out.
All right.
No, don't give him an idea, because he'll be gone.
I don't know what she
Oh.
said, but
Good with
it sounded like
Dolos.
a good thing to do.
So are we going?
We're going to Lothic.
okay.
Trot on
So-
over to the towers, and then
All
they're
right.
going to see. They're going to see Lockett as they were approaching. So, they're going to be. They're not going to be happy.
No, they're going to be super happy.
They're going to be so happy we'll have to
Sure,
pick it
yes,
up
let's all
Sunday.
just agree with Lockett, okay, on this one. Sure, they're gonna be real happy.
Okay, sure, they're going to be happy.
Yeah,
All right.
I knew that. That's what I said.
Okay, I know.
So you guys make your way to Lothic's tower, and as you get there, the guards out front. It's starting to get probably around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, you're starting to smell a lot of the local restaurants and stuff cooking, evening meals, and it smells really good and stuff. When
that
you get
trout?
closer, there is some trout in the air for sure. Some nice some nice broiled trout. And you get to the guard tower, and the guards out front look like something's been going on, and they see you, and they kind of motion you to come faster. Like,
Huh.
Lothic really needs to see you.
All right.
Hey, guys,
All right.
All right.
I
Yeah.
didn't do
Let's
it.
get in there.
I didn't do it this time.
And
I believe you. I believe you for once.
as soon as you take one step in, you see that there on the table is a form covered in a sheet. And
Oh, that's nice.
Do we see Lothic in the room?
yes, you do see Lothic, and he's talking with a couple of guards, and he's like, "Oh, good, you got my message."
What was your message?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm glad you're here.
You even glad that I'm here?
Yes, Luck, I'm even glad you're here.
Nice.
We think we
I'll
may
do it.
know where Veritas is.
Who?
And that's where we'll pick up next.
Oh.
Dinner bells
Yes.
ringing.
Who's the
All
body?
right, guys.
What's in
We
the
don't know.
box?
We don't know, but we'll find out Sunday. Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. Thanks for the bits, the follows, the subs, and we will see you then to find out what's under the sheet.
Yay.
guys.
See you.
Damn it.